Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Geeky script. Imagine it's 2:30 am midnight and your website suddenly goes down. Your customer can't place orders, errors keep popping up, and your traffic is going down. So normally what we'll do at that moment? You will log into your cloud dashboard, check server metrics, open monitoring tools, read application logs, investigate database, restart services if needed. So all those things you need to do manually. But what if you could tell to your Claude, find out why the website is down and show me the root cause? So that's the kind of workflow that MCP makes possible. So for years, AI could give you advice, but it couldn't able to actually walk inside the tools that you use every day and fix it for you. But this is exactly what MCP changes. Today I am going to show you what MCP is, why everyone is talking about it, and how you can connect your first application with Claude in just a few minutes. So by the end of this tutorial, you will be able to understand what MCP actually does, why it's becoming the standard for AI integration, and how you can connect different applications like Slack or Canva or your Google Drive or any such applications. And after doing all that, I'm also going to show you a real example to connect your web server with Claude. So that will be a tricky one. So do watch the video till the end. I can guarantee if you watch the video till the end, you'll be learning a lot of new things. So the first question is, what is MCP? So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. I know it's a bit technical term, but I'm going to give you a very simple example to understand what MCP actually does. So think about it like this. Imagine every smart appliances that are there on your house require a different remote control. So you have one remote for your TV, another remote you have for your sound system, another maybe you have for your air conditioner, one maybe for your light, or one maybe for your fan. So all are different, right? So you need to maintain a different remote for each of the appliance. Very difficult, right? It's a complete mess. But then somebody invents a universal remote that works with everything. So that's essentially what MCP does for AI. So instead of every AI company building a custom connection for every app in the world, what MCP actually does is MCP provides one common language that everybody can use. So once an application supports MCP, it can communicate with AI platform that supports MCP. So for example, here on this video, we are going to use Claude, so that supports MCP. And all the different applications that I'm going to show you also supports MCP. So that actually helps to establish that communication. So that's how you reduce the complexity. Now let's see some of the easiest way to connect your applications with MCP. So let's jump into our Claude desktop. So the first method is built-in connectors. So as you click on this plus icon, you can see we have connector. Currently we don't have any applications added, but now it's time to add. So click on add connector. That will show you all these different applications. You can see all are trusted and you can connect that with your Claude. You can see booking.com, N8N for automation, Adobe Marketing Agent, Metaverse, Spotify, Google Drive, Gmail, Google Calendar and whatnot. Slack, you can see Figma, Notion and all that. So from here I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to connect with your Canva. So let's click on this plus icon. That will redirect to your browser. You need to sign in using your email ID and to log into your Canva account. And we are successfully logged in. Here you need to proceed with allow. And our authorization is successful. So that's going to redirect to your Claude. And you can see connected to Canva. And it also shows all these different interactive tools. Now let's go back to our prompt page. So now as you click on this plus again and hover over connectors, you can see Canva is now properly added as a new application. And it's a radio toggle button, so you can turn it off or you can make it on. So let's try to communicate with our Canva. So I'll put a prompt over here. So I want to create an Instagram post of Canva design on our FIFA World Cup. So it's Football World Cup season. So hit enter. So here you can see it's properly connected with our Canva and it started generating the design. It will take about a minute, which is totally fine. And bingo, I can see that it has properly created our Instagram post. So here is our design. You can open it on Canva also. And you can edit it also if you need to edit any of the stuff. Similarly, you can also check all the different designs that it has created. So nice, isn't it? From Claude itself, you can directly create a design and you can open that on Canva. If you need to modify anything, you can modify all of that. And with that, you can generate image or PPT or anything you want. Even an ebook also by connecting MCP servers of Canva with your Claude. Right. Now let's move on to the second method, that is to connect with your desktop extensions. So you go to settings and you go to extensions. Here click on browse extensions and you can see all these different connectors are available. From here, if you want to install Figma or any other tool, you can easily do that. I'll install Figma, hit install, and it is rightly started installing. And you can see that it is rightly installed. So here you can see it is rightly there. Now let's see the third process where you are going to manually set up your MCP. So for that you go to settings again and this time we will go to developer. You can see Figma is what we have just now installed, but now we are going to manually configure our MCP. So for that you need to click on edit config. That will redirect to your Claude folder on your roaming. Here you will see this config file for Claude desktop. So let's open it on Notepad. And this is where we need to configure. So I'll connect with our Cloudways account and I'll show you how you can manage your server, your applications that you have created, how to start them, how to restart and all that. So first you need to use the link that I am providing on our video description. That will take you to the Cloudways website where you can easily start your 3-day free trial. And the best part is you don't need to add even a credit card. So let's first create our account on Cloudways. So you need to provide your first name, then last name, email ID, then password, and to complete your sign up form, please use our exclusive promo code Geeky to avail 30% off for the next 2 months. Once registered, you will get a mail right on your inbox, and to verify that. And then you need to also confirm your phone number using a code sent via SMS. Once logged in, we need to generate our key first, API key. So click on this icon and click on API integration. Here you need to click on generate a key. That will generate a fresh new key. This is what you need to provide to our Claude. But before that, we need to first find one template. So for that, I highly recommend you to follow this tutorial. Again, this link also I am going to provide right on our video description. So here, as you scroll down, you can see it provides a very detailed article on how to connect with your MCP client. So you can connect it to your cursor or Windsurf or Claude desktop. So that is what we are going to show you, or Claude Code, or even GitHub Copilot also. So you can read more about this. Let's see how you can connect it with your Claude desktop. So you can see this also requires Node.js to be installed on our system. You can verify that by just simply going to search and type cmd to open your command prompt and just simply type over here node-v. And you can see my latest Node.js is rightly installed. So this is LTS edition. If you don't have, you can easily download it by just simply searching it over here, Node.js download. And you can go to the official site of Node.js and you can install their latest LTS version. So once you have Node.js installed and you verify that, Next, you need to copy these configurations. So leave the first bracket and copy the rest that is in middle, and just simply go to your Claude desktop configuration.json file and hit enter and just simply paste it up over here. And after that, just simply give a comma. That's it. So with that, it's going to maintain a proper JSON format. Next, here you need to provide your email ID and your API key. So API key, just like I showed you, so we have just now generated this API key. We need to copy it and we need to put it up over here. And here you need to put your email ID. So this will be the exact email ID that you have used to log in into your Cloudways account. So put it like this, do not give any space or anything after colon. So put it like this and then save our file. Now we need to restart your Claude. So go to this tray icon and just quit it. So our Claude is now rightly closed. Now I can open it again. So this restart of Claude is very important. And now as you go to your account and you go to settings and you go to developer, you can see Cloudways is showing over here. So you click on Cloudways and you can see that this is up and running. So it is properly connected now. So let's start writing some prompt. We'll go to plus and we hover over connector and you can see that Cloudways is now showing up over here. Similarly, the one that we have made setup for Canva or Figma, so that is also showing. So like that, manually we have done this MCP setup for Cloudways, and that's why it is showing. Now let's verify it. So you can go to the documentation that Cloudways has already provided, and you can see that we can directly manage our Cloudways server from Claude itself. So let's first fetch all the servers that we have created. So let's put this prompt called server_list, and you can see that it is properly fetched. So I have two Cloudways server, you can see. One of them is Geeky script, another one is ecom store. So you can see that on our flexible plan we have created this couple of servers. So that is exactly what Claude also fetched, and that was only possible because we have connected to Cloudways MCP server. So you can see one of the server ecom store is currently stopped. So let's start that. So let's write simple prompt start ecom store server, hit enter. Here you need to provide the permission and you can see done. So server is now properly started. So now if you just simply refresh it, you can see that our ecom store server is properly started. Now let's see how you can create a brand new server. So we'll write that prompt, create a new server, hit enter. So you can see that it has given a prompt. By the way, you can see there is a small typo for server, but it still recognizes that I am actually willing to create a server. So that's the nice thing. So sometimes this small typo happens, but Claude is very smart to understand that we are actually want to create a server. So yeah. So let's provide our cloud provider. So we'll go with DigitalOcean and we'd like to create a WordPress application with 1 GB RAM. So we provide all the prerequisites and it's going to ask one more question, that where do you like to put your data center. We'll go with Bangalore. And next it is asking that we'll need some name for our server name and our application name. So let's give our server name as GS blog and our application name as, let's say, my blog. This is just for demo. Hit enter. So all of our specifications are now rightly set. Next it is telling whether you'd like to go ahead with the paid plan. So yes. And you can see that it is rightly started creating our server. So our status is initiated. It's going to take about 7 minutes. So you can also ask to check provisioning status in a few minutes. So let's put that. So you can see it's still continuing. It moved to the step 2 of the setup. and about 5 more minutes left. So you go to your Cloudways dashboard, and if you refresh it, you can see that our new server GS block is rightly started creating, and here also it is showing it's going to take about 5 minutes. So let's wait for some time. So it's almost 5 minutes. Let's check the status again. So you can see almost there. Now less than a minute left. We are in the final step, and bingo, it is created. So now if you check the status again, you can see that now it is live. So a GS blog is now up and running. It has also given the URL. So as you click on this URL and click on open link, you can see that our app is now already up and running at this URL. So that's how you very easily create a server right from your Claude. You don't need to go to the dashboard of your Cloudways and then manually create a server and all that. Nothing you need to do. You can do all of that from your AI agent Claude itself. Beautiful, isn't it? So now if you search for all the server, so just search for server list, and now it's going to add one more server onto that list. So you can see all the 3 servers are now running. So Geeky script that we have created before, ecom store also that we have created before, and this is what we have newly created, that is this GS blog, and it also shows the status. You can see, so previously it was stopped, now it is running, and this is what we have created newly. So that new tag is also given. Now let's say you want to stop a specific server, so you just mention that. So server stop, let's say GS blog, hit enter. So you can see it's done, and now as you search again with server list, you will be able to see that one of our server is currently stopped. So 2 of our server is running and GS block is stopped. So like that you can control your server right from your Claude. So I highly recommend you to follow this tutorial. So you can do all these different options. You can see you can start, stop, restart, you can delete a server, even create a backup, or if you want to scale, that also you can do. You can create a clone, and you can do lot of other things. You can see. Next, let's see our application management. So let's fetch all of our applications, and bingo, you can see all of our applications with our proper server name is properly fetched. So on our server Geeky script, you can see the ID as well. So there are a couple of applications that are running, Edu Track and Namaste T. Then on our server ecom, we have application called ecom store, so that is also running. And then newly we have created this GS blog server, so that is currently paused, but it also has application called my blog, and it has given URL for each and every single sites, and you can open it directly from here. You can see this is Edu Track, so you can open directly from here. So with that, you can manage your server right from your Claude. So it's not only just your server management or your application management. As you scroll down, you see service management as well. So you can start a service, stop, restart, know your status and all that. You can also get a list of all of your add-ons. You can make them active or deactive. You can also add a domain to your Cloudflare CDN. And you can also manage all of your domains. You can easily point it to your new domain, or if you want to just simply delete it, or just simply check the domain status, all of that you can do. Along with server settings, and this is the most important part, that is monitoring and analytics. So let's monitor our server and applications. So let's get a summary of our server. So let's select one server. Let's check the bandwidth uses, and you can see that it has properly showed the data. So let's show it in a proper graph. Click on allow, click on allow again, and now it's fetching the user's graph of CPU, memory and network. So it's going to take some time, and there you go. You can see that finally it is done. And you can see the graph as well with proper timestamp. So this is the graph for CPU uses, then memory used and network. And it has also given a proper report. So the server looks healthy. So the only CPU spike was because of the WordPress or WooCommerce setup. So that's why that's only spike, but apart from that, everything is healthy. So that's how you analyze your servers without even logging to your dashboard. You can do all of that directly from your Claude desktop. And using Cloudways MCP server will turn your Claude AI into an operational assistant. So now, instead of just simply asking how do I troubleshoot a server, you just simply command to troubleshoot the server itself. Because Claude already have access to your server using Cloudways MCP server, and with that, Claude AI can directly troubleshoot your server. So that's the best part. And now it's really very easy to manage all of your servers and all of your applications. And that's where MCP becomes more than just a chatbot, and it becomes part of your operational workflow. Right? So I highly recommend you to follow this article. Again, this link I'm going to provide on our video description. And if you're new to Cloudways and want to build amazing WordPress websites, I highly recommend you to follow this complete WordPress tutorial playlist. So here I have created several videos you can see, starting from building a restaurant website, or building an entire WordPress website from scratch, or a gym website, or an e-commerce store, or a portfolio website. All of that I have already showed you how to host on Cloudways. So you can avail their 3-day free trial for completely free. Please use the exclusive promo code Geeky to avail 30% off for the next 2 months. So don't forget to use our promo code Geeky. That's going to not only give you additional discounts, it's going to also support our channel, and that will help to create this type of quality tutorials for you. So if you want to build these amazing websites, I highly recommend you to deploy it on Cloudways. So that's basically all about this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and join our community. That's going to really motivate me to make more this similar kind of videos. So that's basically all about this video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and God bless you all.